Oh, yeah. This is your boy Trainers in the Black Knight yet again, man, from Swag Radio and Swag Magazine. And we talking to two of the soldiers from CMD, man, and Chase Street Production. We got who we talking to today? Who we got the honor and the pleasure to be talking to today?
Hey, yo, it's your boy Porta Rich, man, a.k.a. Heavy Hive. Fresh off that Chase Street set, man. What up?
Who else we talking to? Who else? We tell the people who we talking to, man.
What up? It's Chris Cream, y'all, a.k.a. George Grimes, the dirty one. You already.
Okay,
CMD,
fellas.
stand up.
Okay, man. Yo, we loving the product, man. We loving what y'all putting out there, man. The Chase Street, y'all got the buzz. Everybody talking about it. Everybody, what's good, man? I mean, what y'all going through? What y'all trying to do with us? Y'all trying to kill us over here? What y'all doing? Porter, what y'all doing to us, man?
Man, we just, you know, we try and put like the best together for real, the best. I know, you know, Chase Street was a process. So for the people that don't know, but since the beginning, since I got involved, they was just always trying to put the best together, the best that they can do. Like, and they really put a lot, like invested a lot. But besides just like the local talent like ourselves, you know, they was always just trying to put the best together. You know what I'm saying? Like the best of us, like the local talent that they had. And then like whatever they could like invest in and connect with and resourcefully, you know, get and attach to it and add to it. That's always what they was trying to do, you know, and it had like its little obstacles and shit, but we got it done.
Chris, that thing came together like Voltron, man. I mean, how'd you feel when you seen some of the first finished product? How was you know?
Man, listen, knowing the process of it and knowing the hunger that came together, Voltron. Look at Chase Street as a feast, like like Rich said. Porter Rich said it best with the best of the best, the hungry talent. He humbly said local talent, but Rich is a global talent. Rich's name is out there.
Vice versa.
So to say local. Hey, look, bro, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate that in terms for everybody else that's on the project that is from here, because Camden is a city that's full of people that mirror my talents, Rich's talents, Bobby Rand's talents. Their talents are mirrored throughout the city. We haven't had the glow. So when Chase Street came together, you put a table full of hungry people at the table who said, "Well, I ain't moving till the food is served." and that's where we at. And that's where we at. And we not leaving.
That's what's up. Listen, man. You know, you never underestimate people's ability, you know, their ceiling, their level of talent, how far they can go with it. But I was impressed with a lot of people's performances. I was like, yo, these cats can really act. You know what I'm saying? So I was real proud. At the same time, I was shocked. It was a beautiful thing, man. So I mean, the energy from everybody, and everybody was on the same page. Of course, like you said, people gonna be, you know, but it's a lot of people that came together, like you said, that was mad talented and mad hungry. So tell us the history of Chase Street, though, because the story behind it.
Go ahead, Chris. I'll let you go ahead, Chris.
Chase Street is about two families, basically, that clash in the middle. Chase Street, overall for the city, is the chase of power, not the power. Let me qualify Camden. Period. It's 9 square miles, and properly speaking, there's a Chase Street here, but it's not about the block of Chase Street. That's for the former Camden person that's watching this, or the current Camden person that's watching this, who might want to correlate the name Chase Street with the block. Chase Street is more about the chase of position, be it government, block, power, money. Everybody's on the chase of something, a pursuit of something, and it just uses the word chase as a play on words. But that right there. So to put it, that's the short answer of what Chase Street is. But the long answer would be, if you ever read the Courier and Post during the times of the craziest eras of Camden, where our mayors were making national headlines for the things they had gotten into, you would see Chase Street a different way. Our local news was basically Chase Street in the paper. So what you guys see on television is what the people here read.
And it's crazy. And Puerto Rich, you know, traveling like we do, it's not too many places you can't go these days that don't know Camden, New Jersey. You know, and that's
Right.
crazy because it's so small. And like these big cities, these cats be like, yeah, where you from? Camden, New Jersey. And you look at them like, yeah, but you know. So what's that? Has that been for you, Rich?
You know, it's crazy because we kind of like always like had that and got that really on like a negative type tip. You know what I'm saying? Like for like just the state of, you know, the city and the caliber, the just, you know, the violence and things of that nature that the city has always had, you know, due to like poverty.
Crime, murder, drugs.
Right, crime, murder, drugs, man, you know, and due to like just poverty and all those different type designs and issues that we've been dealing with, you know, that a lot of inner cities been dealing with across America forever. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that used to come from like the negative side, and we just happy to be able to like flip that now, you know, and that's really like what me personally, like my whole like even music thing aside from like Chase Street, and you know, we're even involved in Chase Street, because shout out to Chase Street, we got a lot of my music in Chase Street, you know what I'm saying? But on the music tip, like that's kind of like, you know, what that whole campaign was about as well, just trying to turn a negative into a positive, because I came up in the streets, you know, came up just dealing with that same type stuff that I mentioned, the negative stuff. And Chase Street is for us to be able to like turn it around and put everybody together. A lot of people who got like the same type past or got like their own stories and come from like different walks of life, and bring those hungry killers to the table, like Chris Cream said, and now give them something positive. You know, because it's cool when everybody be like, yo, Cam, the old shit is rough out there, it's crazy out there. But to us, to us, I know to me, truthfully, it's really like not crazy. And it's really, listen, it's really like not crazy, because we live here, so we walk up and down the street like normal, regular. And I think when somebody else come here and they actually get out and walk up and down the street, they see like this is just like where I'm from back home. Because I know when I hop out in Detroit and in these places, and don't get me wrong, I'm aware and I'm humble, and I'm, you know, respectfully, because I'm in the other places, to other people's homes. But it's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same. I feel the same. So I don't be thinking like it's really like wild crazy. I think people gotta visit places versus hearing the hype.
Don't feed all into the hype, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's ghettos and dramas and problems no matter where you go. You know, you
everywhere.
Get push back no matter where you could go. So Chris Cream, tell us about your character and where you draw, you know, how'd you get the energy or whatever the motivation to do, you know, to play the part.
Listen to his name, man. Grimes, man. Interesting story. When I came in for the audition of that role, I believe they were there was one other actor that they were considering from, I guess you would call A-list or known, and I believe that was Bokeem Woodbine. But he was unable to be in town when that actual audition took place, if I remember the story correctly. Somewhere along the line, Denny Brown had already had me in mind, because Denny and myself go back forever. And he had me in mind for this character, just knowing my ability to act from the door. So when I showed up at the audition, he was kind of like, Cream, you didn't have to come. If this didn't work this way, I had something else for you, blah, blah, blah. I said, nah, Denny, I wanted to be here, and I wanted to be here with everybody else and see what it felt like. He said, all right, well, here, when you're ready, you know, when they call your number, blah, 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 let me know, and here's the paper inside. I go in, and Cliff's back there, and Cliff is Clifton Powell, and Richard, Porter Richard attest to this. He's pinky. He's more pinky than he is Clifton Powell.
Right.
Yeah. Stand there 24/7.
Right.
So 5 seconds after I'm stepping into the audition, and I got the sides in my hand, the script in my hand, he's like, "You don't need to work it. You don't need to paper. Throw that shit down. Do the cop. Do the cop. You dirty. You the cop. What they gonna do to you?" When he said that shit to me, I'm like,
right.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Right.
He gave me a certain energy at that point without me knowing where my limit was. So I was able to nail that moment right there. And then after I got the character and saw more about it, and I'm from here. One thing I know about from here, talk about where I got the base from. One thing I know about this city is no cops ever been killed in this shit. So you got cops that go to jail. You didn't cops had everything else happen to them, crackheads, everything else. None of them ever been killed.
I ain't know that.
So yeah, exactly. I still know my range of fuckingness was wide. You know, it was wide. I could go as far as I wanted with my energy of whatever. One way or the other with it. I'm not going to die in my head. Now they could write it the way they want to as writers. I still don't know that. You know, I could be. They could rewrite Camden history, but in the history of Camden, if you read that in papers, it's never happened. So that's where I draw that whole realm of I don't care what happens. In my mind, Chris Cream's mind, being a Camdenite, no cops ever died. So I got carte blanche to say fuck you at this point. You know what I mean?
That's crazy though, because and you now that you said that, I could see that. You killed that was like the attitude that you had, you know what I mean? And that worked big time. Same question, Rich. Same question.
Yeah, it's pretty much similar shit, man. Like really Denny and them, man. And shout to Cream, shout to Chris, man. You know, like he said, all killers, man, all killers at the table. And, you know, I've observed just like when Denny and them is doing like little polls and shit like that, like just asking little questions to the fans, like, you know, Chris get wild love, like B.O. get wild love, you know, like
you
myself,
get wild love.
like, yeah, I get wild love, like, you know, and it really says a lot about their chess moves when it came to like picking these characters, because you might have heard B.O. You might have heard B.O. give a similar answer like Chris Cream, like saying like, yo, the role was for me. It was designed for me, you know, because they really did have like people in mind. Like, you know, me and Benny had talked when they first was working on something different, a previous project. And we talked and I told him, I said, yo, I just want a fresh start with something. And then he ended up calling me back when, you know, Chase Street came about. And when Chase Street came about, he hit me back and he was like, yo, this is it. He was like, we know like you could do this. This is the joint, this line right here. And we just got to the table. And once we got to the table, it was only a couple times, you know, that we had to sit there and they knew what it was, man. They was like, yeah, these are the guys and these are the ladies. And like Chris said, Clifton Powell was super dope. He was super down to earth. Super genuine, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely wilding on the sets.
And he spoke
all the time.
He spoke your language.
Yeah, man, listen, man. That nigga,
yeah.
he was out there, listen, he was out there arguing. He was out one night, we was out there like arguing because the store owner, like the Chinese lady, the store owner, she started tripping while we was trying to film.
Yeah.
Man, he started wilding before anybody from Camden started wilding. I said, oh shit. This that DC shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, the funny shit is, you doing that. You still not doing that right because you was trying to talk her off the limb. They should have been in the joint, bro. You was trying to talk her off the limb. They shooting a sex scene in the car, bro. Clifton is over there shooting a sex scene in the car. He's directing the sex scene in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's trying to stay. The cameras is rolling. The Chinese lady come out the door who owned the store, bust the door open. And come out and start blacking on everybody. Straight, you can't believe. Yo, oh my God. She going in.
Right.
Porta Rich trying to talk her off the wire. Like, Ma, come on, chill out. Ma, you going too far. We doing something good for this. She going in.
Right.
Before that happened, she come back over the Cliff. Cliff walked to the door, and he straight black. And I'm like, nobody got their camera on. They had stopped the footage.
Crazy.
This was the best behind-the-scenes shit ever. Nobody had the cameras rolling. Bro.
He said that
was funny as hell.
True.
It was crazy. It was 100%. I know it's your store. Bitch, go the fuck in. He went the fuck off, bro. Oh my God, he went the fuck off. That shit was hilarious.
He was in full pinky mode, huh? So,
absolutely.
Yeah, shit, why? She should have got a role after that. She should have been offered the role.
He hated us.
Yeah, nah, that could have easily been a scene in Chase Street. That actual shit, man. And one thing about Cliff that I also want to say is like he gave roses, man. He gave a lot of roses out while he was on the set, like to like, just us as up and coming, artists and actors. He gave a lot of roses out, man. And he told people he gave his number out, the whole shit, man. And I think that's big.
That's what's up. Yeah, I got the pleasure to be around him a half a dozen times here at Thoroughbred. Definitely, shout out to Mr. Powell. Yeah, aka Pinky. But yeah, so Rich, you being a top-notch MC yourself, you also as a storyteller. So what was the transition like, or was it had any similarities to some of the acting to like you writing story type lyrics in your song?
Yeah, more towards like my videos. And it's crazy because my videos, like, I used to always have like concepts to my videos, to like certain joints more than others, where I would put like, actually create like scenes in there, where like I may be playing like a different role, in different scenarios. And that's where kind of like the acting thing really like started from for me, because some girl from Philly, her niece was messing with my homie, and I guess my homie was showing them my videos, and they seen my videos, and they was like, yo, he looked like he could act. And they seen it from like my videos, and they was like, they reached out to me. She had like a book, and she had like 3 books. Her name is Alice Thompson. Shout out to Alice Thompson. That's my people over there. She had a book, 3 books, 3 Men I Chose to Love, A Lifetime of Pain, and another joint. And she was turning them into stage plays. And she was like, you look like you could act. And that's what kind of like pulled me into it, where I tried to do that, and I did do it. We did a couple plays, and it worked from there. And the next thing you know, things like Chase Street was coming about, and people was doing independent projects in this area, starting to really like do things. And acting, for real, I used to do acting in school. I used to do acting in like elementary school. A lot of people don't know. Like I used to do like the plays, like like the Hamlets and Romeo and Juliet and things of that nature.
Rich did Hamlet, okay.
Yeah, like real talk. I just did the P and the Princess recently with the Camden Arts Theater, the Camden Rep Arts Theater. I did a musical, which was another first time ever, because I never did like a musical where like you got a band in the pit,
right?
And now you got to be like on beat. So now it's like lyrics meets the acting meets the music,
right.
And it was crazy, bro. It was a crazy experience. I almost fainted like once or twice, like just like bright lights, big stage, all that. Like, So I ain't no stranger to the acting, but I'm glad to be back to it. I'm glad to just be, trying to do whatever gifts God gave me, whatever talents God gave me, for me to be able to like put them in place and use them, versus what we, like I said, the negative stuff that we known for and that they kind of like expect us to do.
That's what's up. Yeah, Chris. So that switch that you got to turn on, because what comes natural to us, and then acting, people don't know that's 2 different things. And you really in your character, you really played the hell out that role. Both of y'all played the hell out that role. But what I want to ask you is as far as the ad-libbing, and how much freedom did y'all have? Did y'all have to be to incorporate to the characters?
That's him, man. That's grind. That's him.
That's
the
a real
grimy
question
dog
right there, bro.
Yo, that's him. That's his bad side, the grimy dog. That's his negative side. That's his evil twin.
You asked a question, right? See, they would give me scenarios. They would give me. I've been on stage since I was a kid. I know musically you might not see my music as far as it makes it Porta Riches, but if you Google my name, you might see a thing or two. My spoken word's been bootleg right now for like $50 out there. Shout out to whoever's doing that. It's out there though. When I Googled myself on IMDb, that came up. I was like, wow, that was dope. I was a little offended at first, but when you've been bootleg, and that's some stuff I did like damn near 20 years ago as a poet. I found it when I did my IMDb page pro and blah blah blah, and it said Google yourself and make sure that your stuff comes out right. So when I did it, my former poetry stuff had come down. I had taken my poetry stuff down, my MySpace and YouTube stuff. I had taken it down because when when I was doing all that stuff, I spent a lot of positive stuff. The stuff we live in now, I could release my music right now, and it'd be literally what we have lived. A lot of people tell me that to this day. All that being said, to fall in a character, I've been on stage since I was a kid, just like Rich was saying, be it in some acting form or some form of presentation. So to find a character to fall into is easy. Job I ever had in my life, that was acting, because I had to impress whoever my boss was with whatever that role was that I had to play enough to keep be able to, feed myself. That's acting to me. Whereas if you give me something that I love, I'm passionate about, and you tell me it's emotional center, I don't care where it is. Like, you're going to believe that's me. Even if you've known me all my life, because all I need to know is the emotional base, because I've lived enough roles as the director of this, or I've seen a janitor over here, or I've been a bartender there, or I know this, that. I know these dudes. So if I'm watching you, just like I'm watching you as a podcast host, if I ever had to play your role, guess what? I'd nail it. Because I've been on some podcasts to understand the gravity of what you guys do, how to present it to make somebody believe. I'm filming a movie right now, and a third installment of a film that what's it called? Lord Put a Ring on It. This is more like a Tyler Perry type of family type of movie, and I came in on this third installment, and I'm playing a coach. When I left from the day's filming, the kids, as well as the family who were in the stands, I'm leaving there like, are you really a coach? I was like, no, I'm an actor just like y'all. They couldn't believe that, because whatever that center is, I've seen that guy. In my life, I've seen him. I've watched him. I know him. Oh. So to bring forth any role, I don't care. And that's acting tips to anybody right now that's watching.
There you go.
That's
teaching.
That's my bag right there.
Teach. Yo, the city, the little dark cloud that they always try to say that the city of Camden has over it. In my opinion, man, Chase Street done cracked that little dark cloud wide open and split it open a little bit, because it's people outside of the city and everybody that's like really loving, the whole project and how it's been put together, the people involved. So, man, I just shout out to y'all for that, man, all the way across the board, everybody involved. But real quick, I want to ask y'all. I know working with Clifton and all the, it was awesome, and the writers and everybody got along. But how was that when we lost somebody? I think Big Block passed away before y'all released it. How did that change the mood of everybody? Did that, how did it make you feel, Rich?
It was a couple situations. Rest in peace to Block. We lost Big Earn. Big Earn was actually in the trailer. He was in the trailer, and I believe I'm not sure, man. But I believe it could have been somebody else. I know people was even like, I know young kids that was. Yeah, we lost Bleak, right? We lost Bleak. I know we lost somebody else. Rest in peace. And it's just unfortunate, man. We had young guys that was in the joint that was catching cases. They was getting incarcerated. They was going to jail, because they was really out there, like kind of like living what some of the harsh realities that we was painting, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And even though Chase Street definitely consisted of, just some of those harsh realities, like, the trap, the ghetto, inner city, and the temptations that's out there, and just some of the trials and tribulations that we go through, it was definitely like positive. It had also positive messages in it, positive message in it as well. And that's why we doing it, because we try and show people that it's another way. It's another way. When we had people in Chase Street, any young guys or anybody that we had in Chase Street, we was trying to tell them like, hey, look, stick this out. Stay around, stay in this, stay out of trouble, do what you got to do, so we can watch this manifest. Because that was even like a thing for me. I come knee deep from, just knee deep, street shit and a whole bunch of jail time and all that. In my life, I've been, fighting to make a 360 in my life for a long time. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for me, even like, you know, just taking time. My first time in the film, it's taking time. You know, we going, a lot of things is happening, obstacles, it's years is going by. And I'm just like knowing to myself in my head, like, I'm part of something that's like major. Where like, if I like, you know, and this just on a different tip, besides the people we lost to like, you know, violence and stuff like that just passed away, you know, again, you know, prayers and condolences to them and their families. But on a different tip, like when you kind of like just ruin it yourself on your own opportunity, when you part of something, you commit to something, I think it was just respect that I owed to my team.
Right.
And to my fellow actors and to my fellow actresses and producers, that I owed to them to ensure that I'm around, I'm available, I show up, and I handle my shit.
That's awesome, man. Cause yeah, you become committed to, you know, the people
Well said.
you're going to work with, man, you know, and that's a beautiful thing, you know, and that's a teachable moment right there. Y'all brothers both sharing some jewels right now, man. Y'all, you know, teach one. Yeah, Chris. So talk to the people about what you see, you know, and the people that probably haven't seen Chase Street yet, and how can they, you know, where can they view it at? You know, what's popping?
Wow, Chase Street has now been opened up on several different platforms. The easiest platform to go to is Amazon Prime. But if you don't have Amazon, if you have Roku, Fire Stick, I want to say Apple TV, it's a bunch of different platforms. So please don't quote me on that. If you go to the website, I'm sure you watchchasestreet.com. It's watchchasestreet.com is the website for Chase Street. All information streams through there. So those platforms and everything that is available on are definitely on that website. If not, I'll make sure it gets updated because I'll holler at Nate and Daddy and them. But I'm sure by now because they're on their game. Shout out to them. Shout out to the executive staff at Chase Street. Without the entire team, who the behind the scenes team, from beginning to end, we would not be in front of the world, bringing forth our talents, our dreams, our ambitions, the aspirations for generations to come. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for the team behind the scenes from beginning to end. Those who made it to the end, and even those who fell off either through attrition or those who passed away unfortunately. They still with us all regardless because it was all part of the initial atom that formed that is now Chase Street.
Yeah, Puerto Rich. So it definitely turned into a movement then, right?
You said what now?
It definitely turned into a whole movement then, right?
Yeah. I mean, we listen, Chase Street, regardless of what with Chase Street is monumental, man. Every time we made a move with Chase Street from the beginning when we started doing things, every time we like really like made a move when we like all the way up to like the premieres, you know, we sold out the movie theaters. We sold like it was like the wave was like colossal. It was like tsunami, and then it'll like calm down again because we'll go back to work on the next process, on the next step, you know, whether it be actual recording, actual footage and shooting, or behind the scenes people like Chris said, Denny, you know, T Black, Nate, Benny, and everybody going to work doing what they do. Like
Meech.
it was always moves being made.
Ooh, Meech.
Oh yeah, and Meech, of course.
Meech.
Yeah, Meech, man, diabolical, never give up, you know. And you know, like you said, we had situations and no feelings, no hard feelings, nothing. But we had people that we lost on different tips, and
like
we're like people like Meech and different people was just put in like, you know, hands was forced and put in like positions, and people like stepped up to the plate, man. People like really like stepped up to the plate and held it down.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So let's sum it all up though real quick. Y'all told us what Chase Street is about, where it came from, the two families, the energy, the cast, the team, and everything. Y'all want to give any shout outs or, you know, inform the people anything else that they need to know about Chase Street? Chris?
I just want to say thank you to the global support here in the home base of Kansas, and of course in the surrounding areas of here. We expect that. We kind of take that for granted. Don't think that we do. We appreciate every one of y'all. But the energy we've received, not from here to abroad. I mean, from here to Texas to Minnesota to California, across this country, we've gotten feedback, and then I've even gotten feedback from places around the globe that have been able to pick it up. So we hear all of them. We're small enough to appreciate it individually when you shout it out like that. When we hear it, we feel it. You know. So shout out to all of y'all for all the love y'all give, and please continue to stick with us.
Okay. And Rich, real quick for you too, man. So tell them real quick as we end it. Tell them what you got cooking, you know, outside of Chase Street, because you the hardest working man in show business.
Man, I appreciate it, Trent. You know, I try to keep it put. I definitely listen. I definitely like go crazy about, you know, just I don't know. My life is like set up to just hustle, and you know, I'm a single father. It's just me and my little man and my other son. He with his mom, but yeah, I just grind. And Chase Street, man. Chase Street is really, I've really got faith in Chase Street. I really can't wait to see what's next for Chase Street. You know, like season 2 and something big, you know what I'm saying, with Chase Street, because like I say, every time we strike, no matter when it simmer down or you think it's getting quiet, it's people working. And you know, I like major shout to them, like Chris said, man, you know, everybody, you know, Nate stay on us. Nate the one that was calling me now, like, yo, you gotta do a little interview, whatever we got, you know, they stay on the merch, whatever we trying to do, man, hustle, campaigning, you know, you gotta salute them for that, you know what I mean? So I want to see what's next for Chase Street. And, you know, by the time it come, I'm going to have some music for it. I got new music coming. I'm going to do a cypher tonight. I'm staying sharp. I'm going to do a cypher tonight with Young Papa and the new studio that they just opened. You know, Young Papa's still around, and he's a legend from the city to me. And I like giving legends their flowers. I like, you know, just respecting my people and my guys, my comrades, and everything that I do, acting, music. So tonight I'm going to do a cypher, and then I got a whole bunch of new heat, man, lined up, man. I'm in my prime. I'm like fine wine. I'm like the music crazy.
Well, shout out to Young Papa and you know, Mr. Hornsby, because they always doing some big things too. And you yourself is definitely a legend. And Mr. Chris, you know, you already know. Thank you guys for the interview. Swag Magazine, Swag Radio. We love y'all over here. We're going to keep doing our part and keep pushing. Yo, but give them y'all social media as we end
it. Capital P O-R-T-A R-I-C-H, man. Capital P O-R-T-A R-I-C-H. That's on everything. And you can go to porterrich.com as well.
Chris.
Mine is I am Chris Cream on IG and Facebook. Check out my other movie, Last Shot, on Amazon too.
Indeed. Thank you, fellas. Yo, Porter Rich, thank you for co-hosting the celebrity basketball game that we had a little while back too, with Miss Mina Say What. And he took that job for us at the last minute and he killed it. So one love, brothers. Thank y'all. Keep up the good work. Chase Street.
Thanks for having us.
Love.
Swag.
SwagMagazineOnline.com. It's Swag Magazine. Pick up your copy today.